An EIDL loan bombshell exclusive. The EIDL model may favor service businesses in calculating your loan amount. Hey, this is LALATE for Wednesday, May 13th. As always, like and subscribe to this video and drop your comments below. Thanks for tuning in. And if you dropped comments on Tuesday, this video will answer all 153 of your comments in today's video. So stay to the end and we will answer every single one of your comments from Tuesday's video in today. But first, the shocker. LALATE has been detailing that the EIDL loan amount that you are eventually offered is based upon a calculation. It's based upon revenue minus cost of goods sold divided by 2 minus your EIDL grant. But here's the rub. Cost of goods sold. Some businesses don't have goods. Here's the rub. LALATE has uncovered a shocking detail. Businesses that are service businesses are supposed to use cost of services. But cost of services for professional businesses, for example, are nominal. Here's the difference. Cost of goods is based upon products that you actually sold to customers and doesn't include inventory you have still on hand. Of course, cost of goods sold does not include payroll, does not include rent, does not include overhead expenses. It includes the production costs you incurred to get those goods. So when you're submitting for an EIDL loan application, the original streamlined model back in March, you would have put cost of goods if you're a goods business. But what if you're a service business? You would have put your cost of services. The difference is if, for example, you're an accountant, you may only need $8 to print a few hundred pages for a brochure. And so your service cost may be nominal, resulting in a higher number when doing the calculation. So are businesses who are service businesses favored under the SBA calculation? Really shocking details. Drop your comments and we'd love to hear them tomorrow. But here we go, 153 comments. We're getting to them right away. First, Sylvia, why would they deny a grant? Our business needed it. I'm listening to your channel. How are people being denied? Why? Okay, so here's the backdrop. If you apply for an EIDL grant, 2 to 3 weeks after you receive that grant, you should receive an EIDL loan email. A lot of you have been asking about this email, so let me explain it to you. The email will say you've been invited by SBA. It's an email from SBA. You've been invited to SBA to their portal to sign into their portal. The portal will then say set up a username and password. Some of you ask, where's the portal link? There is no portal link. You are invited by an email directly from SBA. Once you go into that portal, you then sign in and it'll say a number at the top, a range of a number, 0 to something or 1 to this. That loan amount is based upon the calculation I just detailed at the start of this video. The loan amount, then you will accept what you would accept, whether you would accept the high end or the middle end. Once you accept, at that time, it triggers an Experian credit check against you. After the Experian credit check is done, it will then process either an acceptance or rejection. As I just said, just because there's a range in there doesn't mean you're going to get a loan. However, if your range is on the high end, if it's 100,000 or more, you should expect an offer. It's generally these low-end offers that are 10,000, 20,000, where they're triggering an Experian credit score, and that Experian score has killed the loan application. Generally, the following happens. If you get a denial, you immediately get a denial. If you get an acceptance, you will then be prompted to sign a DocuSign document. After you sign that DocuSign document, reviewers of this channel have reported that they are getting fully funded within 24 hours thereafter. In the case of high-end EIDL loan amounts, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, some readers have indicated that they have been told to upload additional documents. Generally, they have not been indicating in the comments that their loan is collateralized. Some of you were asked about it. Finally, some of you asked if there's a cap on the loan. No, some readers have reported $260,000 offers which they have accepted. Some have reported $1,000 loan offers which they have accepted. So it's been the full range. Jeff started filling out the long application, didn't have time to upload the forms until they wanted it last night, came back and the long application was gone, and switched to the short application. Filled it out, received my application number on March 30th, got the $1,000 advance April 17th. Received the invite to the loan portal May 10th, $9,000. No inquiries on Experian as of yet. Now I check back and I see wait mode. Even if I don't get approved from what you've been reporting about the 330 limbo, I'm thankful for the $1,000 advice. Thank you. Good luck. Thanks for the updates. So great point, Jeff. As we detailed today in the EIDL grant video, that 330 vortex or Bermuda Triangle of applications, 330, 331, and 48 and 49. People just knock on their grants, but I'm glad you got your loan offer. Vincent Puccio, I posted on Sunday. Hope this helps. I'm coming in approved for approved on May 10th for a $30,000 loan, and it was deposited on my account on May 12th. Well, congratulations, Vincent. Michael, let's see. He got a portal invite on May 9th, up to $32,000. Credit pulled that day on May 12th. FICO score of 660. And check the portal. Now says your application is approved. Signing loan documents. Did not receive the grant, which would have been $1,000. Received the money. Now they told me the bank account is inactive. Oh. So going back to the bank, so make sure your banking information is accurate when submitting submitting these documents. I will also add this as well. We say in this in a previous video, EIDL loan applicants, if you go in through the EIDL loan portal and you have anything you need to correct, it allows you to correct it, especially bank account information. So if you need to fix that, don't worry, you can. Walter, got the email for two of my businesses, one $150,000, the other for $74,000. When are they going to deposit the money? Please advise. After you sign the loan document, you will get the money within one business day if you're approved. Congratulations, Dusty. Hey, Allie, been watching from the start. Good info. Well, thank you for watching. Here's my story. May 1st, got the offer. Sent me an email confirmation and said I got 1,000 grant. So got the $1,000 grant, but no portal yet. Don't worry, stay with it. 2 to 3 weeks after you get your grant, you should get the loan portal invite. Update us and tell us what happens after that. Sylvia, I asked SBA why they're denying EIDL grants. She didn't really answer. Today, I told her I got an email that's being processed on May 1. I haven't seen anything. Not good. Call back SBA. Ask for Tier 2. If you have not gotten your EIDL grant, if you're not gotten your EIDL loan, it's been over 4 weeks, call SBA. Ask for Tier 2. Tell them and have the following information ready. Have all your EIN, your Social Security number, your personal bank account, everything that you submitted to SBA. Have that ready and call them and ask for Tier 2, saying it's been over 4 weeks. Where's my grant money? Where's my loan offer? Now, if you haven't already, watch our other video that talked about unable to verify identity. Make sure that when you apply for an EIDL grant during the streamline process that you had all your information correct. I'll summarize it for you right now. When you applied, there were two things at the top. One was if you were applying for a sole practitioner. If you applied for a sole practitioner, you would have had to put your personal name, your personal Social Security number, and your personal bank account. If you didn't, call SBA and correct it right now. If you applied as a small business, you would have had to put the business name in, not your own personal name. Put the business bank account and the business EIN and the business checking or savings account. If you didn't, call SBA and correct it right now. Tony, hey, I was one of those ones that filled out the application was announced. I still haven't gotten much in the letter. It's just a shame. Call SBA. Don't wait. Francisco, I applied on April 6th. On May 3rd, I got an email saying it's being processed. Haven't heard anything else. Call SBA. Not sufficient, Francisco. Pizza God, love the screen name. Got my PPP a few weeks ago. No grant. Called SBA. Told I wasn't getting anything. Asked why blow off. I think I need to call back. Really unhappy with the SBA. So we detailed this yesterday. A lot of readers, it's a shocking thing. A lot of readers have reported that when you call SBA, if you've been denied the EIDL loan, not the grant, but the EIDL loan, the first person who picks up the phone can actually see it. A lot of readers have reported that's the case. Philip, hey, can we be declined for the loan before getting a loan offer? I got the grant and then resilience. Thanks, LALATE. No. Great question. So can you be denied the loan offer before getting the loan? No. Basically, what will happen is it appears that everyone is going to get this portal invite. When you go in the portal, it'll say arrange, and then when you apply, then you're going to be denied. Now, as we detailed in yesterday's video, if you don't want a loan, you don't have to have a loan. So when you get that portal invite, just ignore it. You can just keep the grant, and that's yours to keep. Done. I received the grant for about 4 weeks ago. On May 6th, I received an email to create an account for $7,600, so I accepted it. On the offer, it stated it was not confirmed. Today I logged in, it says it has been confirmed, whatever that means. So, sign the DocuSign document, no money yet. Don't worry, you'll get it within 1 business day. Comment when you get it done. I'd love to hear the update. Sylvia told me in emails coming for a loan. I haven't gotten the grant either. Call them back, Sylvia. Fennel. This is really sad. It's really hard for nonprofit organizations. This whole process breaks my heart. I'm sorry, Fennel. Tell us a story, and hopefully I can help you tomorrow. Michelle, it just happened to me yesterday. They offered me $9,000. I accepted it. No advance. Oh, well, congratulations, Michelle. At least you got the loan. Marina, I just talked to a SBA representative. She said I may receive a denial because there was no money. What? No, that's just not true, Marina. That's not true. There's no, SBA funds are not gone. They're not ran out. Call them back. Alan, I got a grant of $1,000 a few weeks ago, got a loan based upon PPP. Neither combined would ever cover my overhead for 2 to 5 months. Consider PUA, Aline, if you qualify. Watch our PUA videos. Crypto Bradley. Okay. Some Trump stuff. FN Friday said received a loan offer on May 11th, $43,000. Verified identity, waiting for closing documents. So it appears that this individual had a problem with verified identity. It has appeared in a lot of your comments. Make sure that they can verify identity. If they can't, that will slow down the process. It won't deny your loan, but it will slow down the process. Cruz Juan. So as of May 12th, he has still not gotten anything. But his daughter got a $10,400 loan. I would call SBA Cruz. It's been too long. Clyde, what time of day do they usually send the portal email? I applied for 5 different businesses, received offers on 2 of them. The emails both came after midnight. Steve was still waiting on the other 3. Maybe they come in the middle of the midnight. I don't know. If you're watching this video and you know when your email came, if it came during the middle of midnight, comment below. I'd love to hear the answer. Randy, no grant, only a small loan offer and no money yet. I'm in the March 30th vortex. Awful. Ohio is giving us a runaround. Awful, Randy. If you got a loan offer, and you're watching this video, but you didn't get a grant offer, call SBA. I want to know their answer. I want to know why SBA did not get you a grant offer, but only gave you a loan. It's especially disconcerting if you're a small business. If you're a small business that got a small loan and got $2,000 loan, but didn't even get a $1,000 grant, which would have been yours to put in your pocket. Why are you having to carry a loan for $2,000 for 30 years at 3.75%? Call SBA and I want to hear their answer for that because it's just not acceptable. Lisa, I got an EIDL loan, but no grant. I applied on March 30th. Here we go. That March 30th Vortex Bermuda Triangle. Regal 2. I was one of the first 30,000 who applied on May 10th. So next I get an email from an SBA office. They want to prove that I have a real business. Okay, so this is an escalated case. Regal says he got an email from an SBA officer wanting to prove that he actually had a business. Told me ways to prove. So this is interesting. Listen carefully. If this may hit one of you as well. How do you prove a business? The representative says the way to prove it is that there's a website. My Facebook account was not enough. I said I have my business license issued through my state in good standing for over 2 years. He said that wasn't enough for them. Wow. They wanted to see my taxes to prove I have a business. Okay. Now I get that it's not a problem, but if their goal was to prove that I have a real business, then my business license should be made proof. My business relies upon. Anyway, I hope this info helps everyone out there. Yes. If you're contacted by SBA and they want to confirm that your business exists, websites, digital things, that's just not enough. Social media. Have your tax returns ready. Have your 2019 or 2018 or 2017 tax returns ready. And it's very disconcerting. If you applied as a business, they would have already seen your EIN. But if this is a solo practitioner, then it may be appearing on as a Schedule C on your return. So have that documentation ready. Jason, they told me about the updated portal. I don't know what that means. All these businesses not built so far. He applied on March 30th and a credit check, oh, he got the grant. Oh, so this was a March 30th person. He got a grant, but no loan. So that's good news. Congrats, Jason. Sung Yo Chang. I saw your channel. I got my money today. Oh, awesome, Sung Yo. I have an offer and approval, EIDL loan. Sunday, I received my money and a $4,000 grant too. Well, great. $4,000 grant and a loan. Congrats. Brandon. These are 2 posts I made from another channel explaining my situation. Wow. So Brandon writes a lot. I was told that I was approved for a loan and the amount was over $23,400. He said I had to wait for a loan officer. This is just so stressful. As of 5/12, I'm still waiting. It's so stressful not knowing or hearing back. I was told to wait to May 1st. So Brandon, if you have a loan, if you have not received the portal invite, then call SBA. If you receive the portal invite and it says there's a loan range, it may still not be accepted. But so April Sanders called him back and basically couldn't tell me anything, and that they were waiting to get back on the loan officer for re-verification. So it appears that his account information was incorrect. This unable to verify identity is just a troubling issue, and it keeps on popping up. Canner says, at this point, I gave up on EIDL. Awful. Don't give up. Stay with us. Joey, I applied on April 7th, got my grant, $1,000, and May 4th, I'm still waiting on the EML portal. Good. But call SBA. It's been more than 3 weeks. Annabelle, I received a $1,000 grant through EIDL and never received the loan offer. What should I do to get an EIDL loan? Thank you. Annabelle, you shouldn't do anything. You should be receiving a loan offer by SBA for a portal invite to go to a portal established by SBA. The email comes from SBA, and it comes from 2 to 3 weeks after you receive the grant. If you're watching this video and you've not received that grant, that loan email by the time of this video, then call SBA. Joe, I applied on March 30th. I received a $1,000 grant. So this is a March 30th person, and he got his grant. Good news. But no loan offer, no email, nothing. Call SBA. Moldavo, I did receive a loan offer, no grant. So awful. If you received a loan offer but no grant, I would call SBA and say, where is my grant? I'm entitled to a grant. I want to hear the responses. Lakeisha, I applied 4/14. Credit was pulled. Received a $1,000 grant. Is it fair? Is fair, but no loan offer yet. So 4/4, that's a while. It depends on your tolerance level. I wouldn't wait. I mean, it's been 4/4. Where's your loan offer? It should be coming soon. Charles De Leon received a $2,000 grant on May 5th and applied on April 12th and now waiting for an EIDL loan. So, wow, he just got his grant on May 5th. I mean, that's the latest we've heard in a long time. But it's good you got your loan. Wait 2 to 3 weeks. It's still early for you, Charles. But thank you for your comment. Jay Evison, I applied on March 4th, got a grant on March 28th. I called today and they told me I was denied. That's really weird. I did not hear of anyone applying for EIDL on March 4th. But if you got a grant, you may have been denied for the loan because you never did the long form that went live in late March. I'd love to hear what SBA says back to you. Richard, thank you for your informative videos. Well, thank you for watching, Richard. Keep them coming. Well, we will. I called SBA and they asked for us to speak to Tier 2. I was told that my EIDL grant was in process. All right, awesome. So Richard had not received his grant. He called SBA, asked for Tier 2, and they said, hey, it's being processed. So that's good news to him. Applied early April. So he was an early April applicant. Was told by an agent to wait for an email from SBA and that could make any changes. I'm from Texas. Is anyone else getting the same response? So Texas got a late everything, but he called SBA and they fixed it. He watched our video and they fixed it. Good to hear it. Keep us up to date. Diamond Pikachu, great name. I applied last week and I got an email that I was disqualified because only for farmer workers. Try back next time. Yes, Diamond Pikachu. Last week was only for farmers. But if you qualify, apply for PUA. Logan, awesome video. Well, thank you so much. 40 club. I'm part of the March 30th vortex because one business got the offer, but the other didn't. Awful. Call SBA. But have confidence. There's some people in these comments that are coming in that are getting their checks from 330. G Ham. I argued with them because they sent me a loan offer for $1,000. When I asked where's my advance, they said I never checked the box, but yes, I did. In fact, how would they have my bank info if I didn't check the bank for yes for the advance? Something's fishy going on. I would call back SBA and speak to another representative. But a $1,000 loan, that's ridiculous. 30 years to pay off a $1,000 loan? Awful. Eric, thank you for all the videos. Well, thank you for tuning in, Eric. If I get both the EIDL loan and the PPP loan funded this week, can I ask my bank to raise the amount for the PPP to roll the EIDL into it? Thank you. No. No, one instrument is one instrument, another instrument is another, and you don't want to. The EIDL loan is a 30-year loan. PPP is a 2-year maturity or something like that. It's very short. Why would you want to switch a 30-year loan into a short maturity? Now, EIDL, you can pay it off early. There's no early payment penalties for EIDL. You would absolutely never want to roll into the PPP. Moreover, I don't like PPP as this channel has been advising you. Shia, hi, applied on May 6th. Got an email saying only agricultural. Fine, but how about the grant? I thought if you don't qualify for a loan, you get the grant. No, Shia. May 6th was only for agricultural. If you had watched this channel, hopefully you are. The application that went live last week was only for grant. Was only for agricultural. J, March 28th, applied March 30th, email to reapply to new website. So good. He was told to reapply. Credit check 415. Loan application 59, approved but no grant. Jay, I call SBA. Say, where's my damn grant? You gave me a loan. Where's the grant? Ricardo. Hey, I love your style. Why are they pulling people's credit twice? Great question. So they're pulling the credit when you apply for the grant, then for the portal. After you sign into the portal and choose which loan amount you want to accept, they pull the credit score again. If you don't want the loan, they won't pull the credit again. It's as simple as that. Jason, I applied March 30th. I got the grant money on 4/15. You said wait 2 to 3 weeks for the portal invite. I'm close to a month with no portal invite. What do you suggest after a month? What does this mean, no loan offer, to be more patient? It means that something's going on. It depends on your patient level. I would call SBA and call them up and say, hey, it's been 2 to 3 weeks. You're supposed to be sending out these portal invites for a loan offer 2 to 3 weeks after we get a grant. I got my grant more than 2 to 3 weeks ago. Where's my loan offer? And ask for tier 2 if you don't get a sufficient answer. Great informative channel and great interaction with your growing audience. Well, thank you, Jason, and comment to us what happens when you call SBA back. Sam Pipone. Do you look in the portal for approval or denial? Where is that link? Okay, so Sam, as detailed, there is no actual website just set up for everyone. It's not for the public to view. The portal invite will come by email to you directly, to the email you submitted originally to SBA. It's there that you click, and there you find the portal invite. Ken, credit pulled 423, no grant. Not good, Ken. I call SBA, not good. George Dawson. All my funds are gone, no income over. Have to sell my equipment. I was told I applied on April 11th. I got to nothing. Told to wait 2 more weeks, try again. I'm getting a lot of runaround. I'm sorry. That's just heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking. You know, some of these people that answer the phone on the other side don't care. I call back, ask for tier 2, and tell them what you wrote here. I mean, this is compelling stuff. Tell them that you need them to give you a firm answer. If you don't get an answer, hang up the phone, call back again. Ricardo, what person gave a thumbs down? So much work. They need to work at the SBA. Yeah, if you gave a thumbs down, shame on you. Jesus. Great video. Well, thank you, Jesus. Paul, I followed up with SBA several times. I applied on April 1st in the morning. Credit was pulled April 21st. Never got any other email except a standing email on May 2nd. Finally called in the 3rd time today, asked for tier 2 support person. They said it's just processing. So frustrated. Well, stay focused. I mean, the fact that they said it's still processing is good. as we reported before on this channel, some of those people on the answer the phone can see if you've been denied. So if you want to ask them if it's denied, they could have told you that, but they said still processing. That's a good sign. Manuel Cake Daddy Pruitt, great screen name, says I applied for both the grant and the loan on May 30th. It must mean March 30th. I called Monday to check, and a young lady told me to wait. I took your advice and called back yesterday and spoke with a young lady, and she transferred me to loan officer, and he actually looked up my loan number. Wow. So he watched our video and actually called yesterday and got a loan officer on the phone. He asked me what type of business I had, a couple security questions. He told me there were no red flags on my application and something should be happening soon. Fingers crossed, love your channel, exclamation point. Well, great. I'm glad that we helped you on that. Awesome news. John Lim, I did not get the grant, but been offered a nominal loan amount. Weird. It is weird. Call them back and say, where's your loan? Where's your grant? American Dream Reality, Dave Cromwell, SBA pulled my credit on 4/14, received the infamous email inviting me to the portal. I have a strong credit, no approval as yes, interesting, I have not received the grant. But did you receive the loan? I'd love to know. Comment below. Average Joe Woodworking, EIDL loan denial is based on payment history, not credit score. Long detail. Well, thank you for the comments. And it goes on, and it goes on. And boy, this is a long post that this person gave. Well, I am jumping now to Eric Badur. Well, thank you for your long post, Eric Badur. I applied for my business on March 30th, received no EIDL grant. March 30th, Vortex strikes again. Yesterday, 5/12, received an EIDL loan offer, accepted the loan offer. And I'm processing, called SBA and asked, where's my $10,000 grant? Well, I'm glad someone's following that tip of advice on this channel. And they said I was most likely denied for the grant, but approved for the loan. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, we know that. We already know you were denied for the grant. And we already know you didn't get a grant but got a loan. But why? Late last month, I realized my credit was being frozen, affects the ability for them to process the application, so I unfroze my credit and emailed SBA. They told the agent that today that they would notify my file that my credit was unfrozen, reconsider me for the EIDL grant. It appears they just skipped me over for the grant and just processed the loan. Make sure to unfreeze your credit for this. Well, a bombshell 27 minutes into the recording. If you think your file is frozen, that the credit on your file is frozen, then they may not have issued you a grant, but you can call them up and after you unfreeze the credit and tell them to process the grant then. Boy, bombshell at 27 minutes into this video. All right, Dave, no grant, but received messages to a portal to approve $1,000 and $95,000 loan. Wow. Will I get a favorable amount deducted only if I obtain a loan? Otherwise, I may not get a grant. No, the loan is not dependent upon the loan is supposed to have a calculation based upon a pre-existing grant. But once you get the loan offer, it has nothing to do whether you had a grant or doesn't have a grant. But the fact that it's $95,000 suggests that you have a high credit score and that they're going to approve the amount when you click it. Collateral psyching. I applied in March. Within 2 days, it was open. I got a $2,000 grant. Great. Not received the loan offer. About a week ago, I got an email said they're processing. Yeah, no portal invite. My credit was locked as always, so I don't know if that's anything to do. So since I've unlocked it, any guidance? Yes, I think this is going to be the title of tomorrow's video. That if you have a locked credit score, if you have a locked credit file, then that is why they may not have given you a grant, according to Dave. And collateral, unlock your credit file and call them back. Only Memi. LALATE, I received an email that my EIDL loan was approved on May 12th for $9,000. Never got the grant, so I called 2 and I asked the representative. I was told me the grant was included in the $9,000 and my actual loan amount was $8,000 and that my loan was showing that I would be only responsible for paying back $8,000. She said that my grant and loan should be deposited by the end of the week. What's interesting, this is weird. So finally, someone confronts SBA, who got a loan but no grant. And the loan officer says that they're going to now get 2 checks, one for the loan and one for the grant. Boy. But after I received the portal invite, she told me there was a problem with my bank account. There was a sole proprietor, my name. She corrected, she escalated. I'm not sure why my grant and loan are coming at the same time, but it appears to be the case. Oh, boy. So this person explains that she got a loan, never got a grant, followed our advice, called SBA, said, where's my darn grant, and was told that they're coming together, but blamed it upon her bank account information. Okay, Michael Jung. I applied on March 30th. Credit was pulled 4/19. Received an email. Called SBA on May 11th. Customer's representatives said waiting for an email. Late in the afternoon, I sent an email to open a portal for the loan. This isn't any mention of the grant. Okay, so then they pull my credit on 4/19. The question is, why do they pull my credit and do nothing? Okay, so as we detailed, Michael, when you log into the portal invite to open up a loan application for SBA, and you accept an amount for a loan, it's at that point that they do a second credit pull. Why are they doing it? They just do it. It's from Experian, and it will hit. Norma, how does one access their business credit report? Great question. Hooked towing. If you have a dual member LLC with one member having a 730 score and the other having a 540, what would happen? Both experience scores. Great question. Great question. Who filled out the application? Hopefully the one with the higher credit score. Steve Hookabell. I applied for True, received an email saying that nothing more about the standard form credit's been pulled, received a grant of $424 for $1,000, received SBA portal email on 5/2. No, still waiting on the portal invite. Okay, so 4/24, you're coming up on 2 to 3 weeks now. Get ready to call SBA soon. Selena, hey, LLA, so excited you heard my comment on PUA. Well, thank you. You're hearing your comment right now as well. Please bear with me for the long story, short file. Application, credit check, walked your channel and went back in and was redirected to another application, short form. Monday, spoke to tier 2, wrong application number. Saturday, received the portal invite. Oh, hey, she received a portal invite. Maximum was $3,400. Signed the loan document and got the grant, waiting for the loan and grant. Pennsylvania hot mess. Oh, FYI, credit score dropped from 760 to 676. So she's indicating that her credit score dropped from 760 to 676 while this process was going on. Wow. Lillian, I applied for an EIDL 330, checked the box for the $10,000 grant. After I called twice for a week for a follow-up, I received a grant on 4/17 for $2,000. So she received her grant. On May, I received that generic email, but on May 11th, I received the portal invite. Offer $28,000. Had to verify my identity. So she got $20,000 offer, but had to verify her identity. However, I have not been able to access the last step of the portal invite, which is 1, choose your loan amount. Oh, so she's going to tell us what's in that portal invite. 1, choose your loan amount. 2, verify your identity. 3, verify your banking information. 4, sign legal documents. I'm a little nervous because my credit was not pulled for the grant. I have bankruptcy. And I do have a divorce. Well, I mean, if you want the loan, go through it. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to be denied because of bad credit. If you're fearful that it's going to be bad credit, may be denied, but if you want to take the chance, go ahead and do it. Buy and sell Tucson, pawn shop. So you can take, I just heard you can come up with a 605 score and 24,000. Wow, maybe loan information. Great. Karen applied EIDL March 29th, credit pulled April 14th, credit score 833. Wow. EIDL applications currently being processed, told May 2nd, no grant, no loan, called SBA 5 times, no one knows anything. Call back, not sufficient. Jojo Lee, I tried calling SBA and tried to speak to someone, not being heard. Off and on, they're not helping Jojo, just stay with them, call them back. Sophia, my question is, does SBA pull second credit check for the EIDL? Yes, Sophia. Yes, Sophia. When you go into that portal for that loan invite and you choose and you accept the loan offer, at the point that you accept the loan offer, and that doesn't mean you're going to get it, they do a second Experian credit check. At that point, that Experian credit check, if it's low, could kill your loan offer. So yes, they do. Andrew, got a $1,000 grant on 440. Haven't heard anything about the loan. Be with it. Stay with it, Andrew. 2 to 3 weeks after 412, but if you don't want to wait, call SBA. Buy and sell Tucson shops. 0 emails. Awful. Johnny, today I received an email from SBA saying they're not and will not be processing applications this time. Well, that's just not true. But maybe he's referring to the agricultural. Logan, want to be friends? Yes. I am Sam. Applied 413 and was told I should get emails soon and my advance should hit my account. Keep checking my bank account. I'm playing the waiting game. That's too long. Don't wait from 413. Call SBA. Don't like the answer you get. Call back again. Ask for a Tier 2 representative. What's the phone number to call them? Sway. It's on the SBA's website. Just look under EIDL. It's on there. CC Boo. Has anyone who has received the EIDL grant after the loan process access? Please comment to give us hope. It makes no sense. Yes. So someone said in the comments there that they followed our advice. If you haven't heard it already in this video today, that they got a loan offer. They didn't get a grant. They followed our advice. They called SBA, said, where is my grant? And they said, oh, your grant is going to come also as another deposit. Fascinating. Rosanna, what is the phone number for Tier 2? There is no number. When you call in, you ask for Tier 2. Mariana, I don't understand why this is so stressful. It is very stressful. Application, whenever I call, they say my application is still being processed. Why don't they tell me if it's denied or what? Well, the good news is that some indications are that they can see whether it's denied over the phone. So the fact that they're not saying it's denied is good news. Steph, I got a loan today and still no grant. Call SBA, say, where's your grant? Kenyatta, I'm not understanding how people are getting emails, approvals, and funding. I applied weeks after I did. They're still saying their process. Credit pulled on April 21st, made several phone calls, still nothing. Applied on April 1st. Kenyatta, not good. You're in that vortex. May 30th, May 29th, April 1st. I call SBA again. It's just not sufficient. Jason, it's criminal that SBA's using credit scores to deny business loans. The whole point of CARES Act was to save business, not to pick winners and losers. In this particular scenario, credit scores shouldn't even be used. This is outrageous. I agree. Nancy, first off, SBA should have you on their payroll. Well, thank you, Nancy. But they'll send me a portal invite 5 weeks after I get on their payroll, and then I'll have to wait for that as well. They owe you for giving us better information. Well, thank you. I've been following you from the beginning. Well, thank you. I applied on April 8th. No email, no grant. I called them last week. I asked for a Tier 2 representative. They told me they're behind them a week. Okay. A week. Well, April 8th is not a week. It's a month. I called them today first thing in the morning, like you said. So she followed our advice, called them first thing in the morning, and had me verify. Every week I called them and I had me verify the information, and they said they was going to be looked by someone that my application hasn't even been seen. Wow. Shocker here at 37 minutes into this recording that someone who applied in early April said that no one at SBA had even looked at her application. I called back within 10 minutes and was told the same thing. Very frustrating. You know what to do? No one at SBA seems to know what to have. What should I do? I would, I would just stay with it. It's just frustrating. I think that the more calls you make, it will just compound itself and help. I don't think they're hurting. I would just stay with it. Something will trigger. The worst thing that might trigger is you may get the loan offer first, and then you'll say, okay, well, where's my darn grant? Over the clouds, my business was open for 2 weeks before 2/15 cutoff. Called SBA today to say that they still need to have pull my credit. However, I see my loan offer. Okay, received a loan offer, $5,500 on Saturday night. I told her I'd not receive my grant. She said, I will see my grant portion with the loan at the latest, but I will get it. Original application is $330. So, wow. So here we have another person who got a loan but didn't get a grant. He's being told it's going to come separately. King Scooter. I emailed SBA about my loan application. They emailed me back saying, dear applicant, your application will not be considered at this time. We're only accepting agricultural business. Exactly. D, again, my question is for the people who got the loan but not the grant. Did you guys apply for or have a PPP loan? SBA is not giving grants to those people who have PPP loans. Good question. So those people who got the loan but no grant, did you apply for PPP and did that somehow trigger it? I don't think that's an issue, but comment below if you think it's an issue. And M. Rod, I applied 330, no grant, no loan, credit checked April 18th, called them a week ago, asked their tier rep representative, said it was processing. One phone call is not enough. Not enough. 153 comments from Tuesday. If you're watching this video for Wednesday and want your questions answered, comment below and we'll respond to them in tomorrow's Thursday recording. Thanks for staying with LALATE. As always, stay with LALATE from